As you might suspect, Muslims in the U.S. are celebrating the holy month of Ramadan a bit differently this year as the pandemic has disrupted time-honored traditions and kept members of the community from gathering together. But as they continue their month of fasting and reflection, many Muslims are still finding a way to connect in an age of social distancing and to give back to those in need. ABC's Zareen Shah has the story.
For almost a quarter of the world's population, the sacred month of Ramadan looks dramatically different.
God tells us in our Quran that life is not meant to be easy. It's meant to be a test.
Prayer space at this Los Angeles mosque, now a room for packing food.
This place is now empty. And as a result, we've had to adapt.
At the Islamic Center of Southern California, volunteers like Omar Ricci are stepping up to provide for the less fortunate.
Here. That's 3 and under.
3 and under, and that's
this is
family
4, 5,
4.
6.
Yeah. Gotcha.
For Muslims, Ramadan is a time to elevate their spirituality, patience, and giving. The act of fasting, connecting them to people who often go without food.
And it is during this month that Muslims believe that the Quran was first revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, and it was designated by God in the Quran that Muslims shall fast from sunrise to sunset.
But COVID-19 has made the community aspect of Ramadan challenging. These are worshipers at Islam's holiest site in Saudi Arabia before COVID-19 hit, compared to recently with the Kaaba closed to travelers. And breaking a long day's fast with the community, also gone.
Sunsets at 7:34, so we're going to go inside and get the table ready to break our fast.
Volunteer Iqbal Hassan now only sits with close family to eat during the dinner known as iftar.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oh Allah, we fast for you, we believe in you.
But even though people have to celebrate apart, technology is bringing those of faith together virtually. The Muslim-Jewish organization Newground held prayers and fundraised via Facebook.
It's especially meaningful when the world is telling us to isolate and distance ourselves from one another.
And these Muslims broke their fast together through a program called Remote Iftar.
What did you guys have?
I had, if you guys know what palak paneer is, like the spinach, all that stuff, so I had that.
Muslims from 35 countries signed up to celebrate virtually.
Community is prominent and profound. A profound way of celebrating and making sure that we're keeping each other accountable.
Indiana Congressman Andre Carson, one of 3 Muslim representatives, says his community and his own family have had to confront major life changes this Ramadan.
To fast with other Muslims, it does mean a lot. And I think it makes it that much more stressful, given the stressors associated with loss of jobs, loss of loved ones. I lost a cousin recently due to COVID.
He says losing family during the quarantine while going through the challenges of fasting have made him a better representative.
For me, it's really important to really think about the less fortunate. And it has highlighted it even more so during these times, and kind of having a sense of gratitude.
Even though so much has changed, Ramadan's purpose of gratitude and of giving back remains the focus. These Muslims in Maryland are using the current crisis to turn their mosque into a Red Cross blood drive for the growing number of hospital patients.
This is the time where I believe faith is needed. It's in some respects, faith is easy to have when times are good. It's when times that are difficult or bad, that's when you get to practice faith.
Omar Ricci's group in LA now safely hand-delivering food to some of the hardest hit by the coronavirus and many others in need.
That's for you.
Oh, you're going to make me cry happy tears.
Like Paula Nisa Musina Robinson.
We're all a part of this one. We're in it together.
Robinson says the best part of her delivery was the human interaction.
This right here and meeting Erica.
Proving that even though some Ramadan traditions are different during this pandemic, the acts of faith still powerful.
And Zareen Shah joins us now outside the Islamic Center in Los Angeles. Zareen, it was certainly great to see those acts of charity there. But many religious institutions are certainly feeling the strain of COVID-19. How are mosques dealing financially with the pandemic?
Yeah, that's right, Lindsay. Many mosque-goers spend their holy month helping each other, but this mosque itself, they are struggling. So if this pandemic goes on for more than a year, they may not survive. They usually raised an entire quarter of a year's fundraising in just 1 month.
And the end of Ramadan is still about 2 weeks away. How will many Muslims celebrate in this age of social distancing?
Yeah, Lindsay, so many Muslims, they celebrate in these big in-person gatherings, these big festivities. Of course, this year, that is not going to happen, at least not in the same way. Now, they brainstorm maybe having people 6 feet apart, having those prayer rugs 6 feet apart, but that's going to be really challenging. So they're trying to think of creative ways in order to bring that whole community back together. Lindsay?
Zareen Shah, thanks so much for your reporting.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.